Now then, how you doing? I hope you're well. I love a good waterfall, me, and here in Richmond, North Yorkshire, we're blessed with a corker. It's spectacular at the best of times, whatever mood it might be in, but when it's in full spate, it becomes quite the behemoth. Join me then and enjoy the sight of the River Swale as it gets wild. This is the River Swale, believed to be one of the fastest flowing and rising rivers in England. The waterfall you see here is in Richmond, North Yorkshire, and I can tell you that the big fallen tree propping up the rocks like that is a common sight. All rivers rise and fall to some extent. Some more than others, of course. In fact, the River Swale takes its name from the Anglo-Saxon word swalwai, which means rapid and liable to deluge. Well, how rapid are we talking? Well, the Swale can rise 3 metres in 20 minutes and allegedly cause a bore similar to that seen on the River Severn. The Swale runs for 73 miles from 9 Standards Rig in Upper Swaledale to just north of York, where it joins the River Ouse. In between, it passes through numerous Dales villages such as Keld and Reeth and, of course, Richmond, where this waterfall grabs the lion's share of attention from visitors and locals alike. So let's just take a moment or two to appreciate the spectacle of this great river and watch from a safe distance as the water rises. In watercolour, we work from light to dark. This helps when it comes to making sense of a scene that at first glance may seem quite complex. Despite being a little on the chaotic side, there is an underlying structure to the scene and a logical flow to the shapes within it, all of which provide me with my starting point. I've used a light, warm mix of raw sienna and burnt umber to establish my underpainting, laying out the basic shape of the falls and distributing the most important highlights by simply painting carefully around them. This is followed by the application of a second layer of the same mix, but darkened slightly with the addition of French ultramarine. This is largely an intuitive process. The source material provides me with all the information I need, of course, but there's no absolute right or wrong way to approach it. How literal those details need to be is largely down to individual interpretation and personal choice. It's an action scene, which means one of the worst things I could do to it would be to make it look static. As such, brush marks must convey movement as well as shape, and constantly softening off many of those marks with a damp brush helps to hopefully maintain a coherent look. With all the chaos of the water and the complexities of the foam patterns on its surface, the rock actually provides a useful visual anchor point for the scene. The introduction of my darkest values, mixed from French ultramarine and burnt umber, helps to both emphasise the rock and connect it to the water. I'm also using the same mix to give weight to the background to create the necessary visual punctuations on the surface of the waterfall. In the end, it all boils down to impact. Foam patterns are created by a combination of negative painting and scratching out with a craft knife. But they'll only have the desired impact if the contrasting dark tones are there to support them. Hopefully, I've managed to get the balance about right. And just in case you were wondering, this is how the waterfall looks when it's not in full spate. It's still spectacular. Oh, and look, a tree. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please do hit that like button. It'll help me to produce more videos and grow the channel. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, welcome. You might want to consider subscribing. Well, I should say, if you're interested in the longer uncut version of this video, which features the full non-time-lapsed painting demonstration, then I'm pleased to say that it is available along with a step-by-step guide to painting it yourself, should you wish. Well, this and hundreds of other similar projects are available to all subscribers of my online tuition service, which starts at a mere £9 per month. Full details of how to subscribe to that can be found in the description below. Until next time, take care.